There it goes. There you go. Okay.
So I'm here today with Kathy, and we're going to talk a little bit about her experience with the quantum neurology in the last few months. I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about her dancing injury that she had back in January and the surgery and what happened.
Okay. I was at my sister's birthday party and I did have high heels and it was a wet dance floor, but I was just kind of standing there talking, getting ready to leave, and I lost my footing and my feet went flying up, and I remember I tried to grab for somebody, and the way I twisted, landed facing the other direction with a hard crash, looked down, and my right lower leg was just in a natural, obviously broken position, and my right wrist was also, appeared to be broken. And after like a brief delay, it just started, the pain was really intense, and I tried to grab for my leg and I just felt clicking, and it just was moving all around, and it was clearly broken pretty badly. My wrist not as badly, but as well broken.
So it turned out you had, I believe, 5 fractures in the leg and a fracture in the arm, and they did surgery on the leg, and they put pins in a cast in your arm.
Right, they put a large rod all the way down the lower part of my leg and affixed it on the top with 3 screws and on the bottom with 2 screws, and then just did pins, 5 pins into my right wrist to fix it in a position that it would heal, but they went down through my wrist, and they put casts over both my leg and my wrist.
And at the beginning, you were pretty much unable to do anything, not even take care of yourself. You were in a chair, basically.
Yeah, I was told I could not stand at all on my leg because of the fractures went into the knee. So for at least 5 weeks, I could only stand up on my good leg, left leg, pivot around to a wheelchair, be rolled into the bathroom, and then back to a chair. I sat there all day for 12 hours, and then they rolled me into bed, and I slept there for the night, and that was it for 5 weeks. I was totally couldn't do anything.
They say you were dependent on your husband. He had to take care of you.
Yeah, my husband, and when he had to go back to work, I had to hire somebody to sit there with me all day because I was afraid if I got up to go to the bathroom, because I'd had some dizzy spells, and so I had someone there with me from 9 to 5 every day.
And then after that, you started some physical therapy a few times a week.
Right, I started going to physical therapy, and the guy was kind of like, he seemed like a little bit unhappy with me, and he was like, "Why are you grimacing?" And I was like, "My leg's all broken." But I would go 3 times a week for my leg and my arm, and they would just, the joints were immobilized in the ankle and the knee because I was off the leg for so long, and there had been an extensive atrophy apparently in the muscles from not using it. So yeah.
And how long was it into this when we started treating you with the quantum neurology? After the surgery?
Well, I think I was in the walker by then, yes. And so I would say it was maybe 2 months
after the surgery.
After the surgery.
And when you first came in, she came in, I remember, she couldn't drive herself, and she had difficulty even walking around in a walker, still dependent on other people a lot. There's still a lot of things you couldn't do at that point.
Yeah, it just felt like my leg was not responding at all, and even when they would try to give me things to do, it just didn't seem like it was getting the message to me, and I would just try to stand on it, and it was weak, and it was just very frustrating.
The wrist also was still giving you problems at that time.
Yeah, the wrist, when they pulled the pins out, I didn't really feel it that much when they did that, but then it got very swollen, and the occupational therapist later told me they thought I was going to have huge problems with my wrist. They were very concerned because it, when I first